Hello, and welcome to my look at rail route during the spring 2022 Steam Next Fest. We're going to start off going here to Prague, right here at the new game. This kind of opens up its endless story mode of you can just do things. So the first thing it does is it sets you up in Prague as a rail dispatcher. And there's this guy who's sitting there and he's like, "Oh, you're the new guy. Please come in. And, I'll teach you how to do some things." And so here's where we start our basic map. We've got a timetable, we've got time controls with speed. First thing he wants me to do is pan, zoom. There we go, basic controls, good. All right, next thing we need to do, let's move forward a little bit. All right, you can switch signals by clicking on them, and you can change signals. Create a whole route from another station to another. Click the highlighted symbol. There we go. And then you can right click a thing that you've done to clear it. So that can be useful. All right, we need some trains. All right, so here we're going to go. We've created a full route. We do that. There we go. Created the route from Dvice to Bubny 2. I'm going to butcher names. I am going to butcher names. Let's see here. Come on, give us a train to run. Clear the signal. Okay. And okay, from Bumby 2 to the docks. There we go. We can create a different one. See? Different signal. Let's clear it. All right. And so we've done the basics of controls. Now we're going to start getting trains. A little bit of introduction here. Animations. Here comes a train into our station. Now, I played, there was a game that was basically text chat only that had like lines and you could, the train, so there's an incoming train. We're going to put it on a station. It wants to go from Dvice 2 to Bubny 2 to 1. So it's going to come in here for a while. It's going to wait, open the signal. I'm just going to speed it up because it's waiting for a while. Now it's moving again. Move, move, move. Come on. Accelerate. Keeps putting the time down. That can be kind of annoying. You don't have a lot to do. Slow time. All right. Derived, if you want to reverse the train, you either click reverse or you can actually right click the train. We need to set a new path. We need to open it. And let's let this one go. Don't take me back to normal time. Just move that train. There we go. Train is getting ready to leave and boom. We got it back. And ta-da, we have earned a pocket watch. A master symbol of train conductors everywhere. And there's some interesting story with this going on where, the guy who's teaching us is telling us about himself, and I believe that's Josic there. So it's, there's some nice, story there, but I'm just going to focus on kind of the gameplay elements for my first look here. And since this train is, just hanging out here for a while, it's going to depart the station shortly, but let's just go ahead and have it depart. And, yep, so we can click on trains and we can find out this one's going there to there. And at the beginning here, it'll stop time when we get there. But there we go. This one's going here. We're now going to get prepared to reroute it. There we go. When it leaves, it's good to go. That is one train dispatched. Voila. And there we go. Coming up here on a slightly different kind of train. And this is where the game is going to teach us a little bit of something new. And I'm going to pause the game here because the game doesn't pause when you go into the construction menu automatically. It should. We will actually get to change the tracks. We will get to build new tracks, open new stations with the money we earn. So we do all that. Come on. There we go, to the docks. And this is one that's not staying, it's just passing through. So we send it off to the docks here. And voila. There we go. The next train, when it's set to come in, just gonna, there you go. Now we're going to alter that for your return trip. Send you that way, pre-authorize it, voila. Let's get ready for our next passing through train that's going to the docks. And authorize it. Keep going here. And whoop. You're clear to go. Go, 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 go. And there we go. We've done the basics of train dispatch operation in this game. And so now we are given kind of the opening credits here. It's got some nice music again. This is YouTube. Can't just play music like that. But, you know, you got the basics of train dispatching. And you can kind of, you know, work with it as you will. And in walks our mentor again, who's coming back to see how we did. You know, with those 4 basic trains. A very lightly, you know, done thing. Then we're going to get back into some more trains. Okay. Let's get through the credit sequence here and get back to dispatching. All right. There that one's going. And now we're about to learn formally about contracts. Open dispatch routinely. Okay, so it's saying wait until then until boing. Now we're going there. 902. All right. So contracts button. There we go. And the first thing when you accept a contract, you kind of have to do a test route to see how successful your planned train is. So this train is a duplicate of the route we just ran, but we're going to do it to see how efficient we can be. you come into platform 2 here. And we're going to do that. We're going to authorize that to run that way. Have to let that train go through first. Do that, and we're going to send it out 1 because 2 is going to be our incoming, 1 is going to be our outgoing. Let's have this train do like so. And bring in the next one. And we're going to accept this new contract. Every 60 minutes, we'll have a repeat of this train, and it will pay us out a good sum of money. All right. Now we finally get upgrades. We've got 3 upgrade points. It wants to take us over to automation and teach us to auto accept trains. You click on the thing you want to upgrade. Each train we deliver on time gives us a green upgrade point. We click the upgrade. We now have all the auto accept function. Click again to close it. So the auto accept function automatically turns on right there. So if you click it again, it turns it off, and then you can turn it back on like so. And that will just automatically, so when this, this is coming from 2 to whatever, when it arrives, it'll just show up. I won't need to tell it to come into the station, it'll just auto do it. Auto reversing trains would also be nice. That's another upgrade you get. So you can get more automation, so you need to spend less time doing your things. There we go. That's complete. Next time when this train arrives, see? We didn't have to do anything. It just came on board, did its thing. It's moving, it's moving, it's rolling, rolling, rolling. And beautiful. And we're set for the next train now. So when the next thing arrives, we'll be ready to go. Continuing to earn points and money, all that good stuff. All right. Keep the trains rolling. That. There we go. See? No problems. There that one goes. Perfect. And we're going to try Timetable Mode. This is another mode in the game where it's more of a puzzle with a very limited parameters, where it's going to be a lot busier as opposed to the freeform mode. So the first thing here, we've got one train coming in there, and it wants to go to Wakefield 3. There it is. Another minute before it goes. This next train will also come Portsmouth 1, then go to Wakefield 2, and then go out that way. So that'll be a crossing train. All right, we got another train here. Wants to go to Wakefield 1, so we're going to go ahead and authorize that track. Keep them moving. This train here after this wants to go to Ports Mill 2. We're going to turn it around. This train, you want to go all the way that way. So when this arrives, we're going to turn it around, send it off to Ports Mill 2. There we go. Set to run that way. That the trains are running. And then we're going to have like a duplicate of this one down here. So we're going to authorize that one to go back that way. You show up here. We're going to turn you back around. Right. You've got some time before you want to go, but we'll go ahead and pre-authorize you. That train is going to leave. Getting very close here. All right, let's authorize you. You're trying to get to Wakefield 3. You'll do fine. You're ready to turn around and be authorized back that way. And let's put it on to max speed. Get us through here. But you see there was a much tighter puzzle here of very, tight kind of scores. There we go. 100%, 120 out of 120. And then we just click the continue button and it takes us back to our endless mode, which, okay, we're not wanting you that way, we're wanting that way. Okay. Route you that way. And back you go. See, that train is arriving, but we still got a little bit of time. Now we'll clearly authorize it. Instead of immediately preparing to send it back, we know we've got a commuter train or a run-through train here. We're going to send that off. We got it through on time. Get that ready. Oop. Let's reverse it and send it. Maybe a little late, but you do what you can. We still got it on time. This next train ready to run now. We got it fully done. Very good. You're now ready to reverse. Auto reversal will authorize you to get back that way because you should be completely gone. Like as you kind of see, that's the in, that's the out. Like this is this station's timetable, and this is this station's timetable. This is the timetable we really need to worry most about to begin with. This station is kind of our hub station, where we're sending things off here and back, and then we're just sending things through to the docks. And this is, kind of at its most simple. We're just changing some things around. Let's go ahead let's see. Can I go into the system upgrades? Oh, auto reverse. I don't have red. So, no, I can't do the auto reverse. Though that would be lovely. And we're now about to get our next element to this game. I believe this is where we're going to start looking at expanding beyond our initial 3 stations. So, go to the shop, buy at least one new platform here. We're going to come up and buy a platform. Platform 1, why not? And then we want to go to our contracts here, and we want to accept something that has, again, stop while you're looking at things, this new station in it, and none of these do. We're going to decline this, we're going to decline this, and wait to see if we can get something better here. Oh, that's going to send it back to the wrong station, so I'm going to take the auto acceptor off of it. We'll get a slight penalty for it coming in on the wrong platform. Oh well. But now we get that back, and there we go. So that's like all the way out there, which can't accept that one. Let's go. We'll work on getting another one. Decline. There we go. That's one that can do that. And again, this is our incoming train. This will be our test train. And now, very shortly, they should teach us. We should get the instructions to build some new track. But I want to get that kind of thing off of there. Okay. So time to build new track. The docks you cannot connect through. That's what that little thing means. And so there we go. We have now have a track that runs up that way. And start. So we're going to run that. That will now run that all the way up that way. Let's turn that train around. It can be authorized. Oh, it's still considered occupied. Need to put more signals on it. Okay. You need to show up. And I had to take the auto acceptor off just because we didn't have enough. The thing I think I'm going to do is not buy, but connections, put a manual. Well, it's occupied at the moment. We'll put a manual signal there later. Okay. Now that can go there. Put the auto acceptor back on. Small delay. Minor penalty. Still gets us lots of cash. First that, I'm going to come in here to the buy mode. Put a manual signal right there. That way we can hold a train there should we need to, because now that's only authorized through there, not any farther. Actually, clear you, turn you around. System upgrade panel. Now we can go for automation, get automatic track signaling. And there we go. We can, no, I didn't want to get that. Go. I'm going to change that signal type to an automatic, and it only costs the difference there. And how an automatic works is you say this should always click the auto signal to set a route. Not showing me a highlighted task. Maybe I can't do it at the moment because everything is filled. So one thing I will do, not necessarily buy, but I will do an auto signal right there. I will have that auto signal. All right. This is going to route to there. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Now they're teaching us about another thing here, which is there's these new kind of connections that if we want to have access to, because we can't build across these little dashed lines, but there are these kind of tunnel things. And they're basically going to be, super long distance. The basic kind of thing is this is actually the auto block, is what they call it. We need to buy the upgrade, come into controls, Autoblocks, buy. Okay, now we can buy Autoblocks. The big thing to remember about Autoblocks is they're basically 10 times their length. So as you're going to see, there's a little bit of small Autoblocks there, double Autoblocks there, and if you start going, really you can kind of start seeing here, here's 5 Autoblocks. It's really 5 times as long, and a 6th one over there. So if you want to get to some of these things, it could really take you. And I don't think there's going to be, like, if you want to get to this one, you're going to come through here, come through this station, come through this way, and then you can either go, like this way or back up this way. Oh, here's another massive Autoblocks, but those take time. So what we can go to the shop and we can buy an Autoblock. And so now we're connected. And come on. Continue. Got delays. I'm going to reject that new line that we did because it wasn't really there. So we're going to have that one come that way. Because we had really poor service speed kind of there. Yeah, there was a major delay there. But, you know, now you kind of see we're now where we just get to do our thing. So I'm going to see if it does that. And this, now that it's signaled, it's going to do that. And there we go. Now, if I do this auto signal, it should change the route and I can turn it off. Okay. So I'm understanding this right, this auto signal, and I'm going to put that there. Literally just lets me send it to a platform. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do all sorts of weird things with these signals. Yes. Okay. I want to get one more train here, and this is the part where the game just kind of releases you to do what you will. If I do that and do that, see, it flipped all the signals to where it needs to be. That's the beauty of that. Like, all the signals were flipped. There we go. All the signals were flipped. Makes your life a lot easier. And now I'm doing that. And so when this new train comes along here, it's going to be pre-authorized to head that way. There, I guess the one thing I kind of want to see is I guess this is how you get more freights. One-off freight contracts. So you can get freight contracts to get more up there. Automation, chaining commands, you know, as you kind of see here, increase the number of stations that you can have, building higher, you know, faster lines, you know, and adding more elements to your HUD, you know. So there's all sorts of things for you to kind of do and play around it with in this game and kind of develop this map where you get this huge city just functioning and you kind of have it auto planned out. So early on there's more microcontrol and later on it's more of you just have it automated. But that's going to conclude my look here at Railroute. It has some promise here. I do enjoy a good logistics management game. And I'll be interested to see how this develops. So thank you very much for joining me, and be seeing you.